To create a inventory order in Boulevard, you can access this form from underneath the product menu and choose inventory order, or if you have your shortcuts set up, you can select it from your shortcuts. For more information on setting up shortcuts, we recommend that you visit our support center for all the steps on how to do that. Also, to view all the different settings and more information about the different buttons on the inventory orders form, there is an overview article that will go into detail about each of the buttons and settings. For this demonstration, I will be going over the new place button and receive button, as well as a couple of the other functions. So to create an order, we're going to choose the new button, and by default it's going to use the current months. For the description, you can choose to leave it as this or give it a different description, for example the unique identifier that is given for the product order itself. Now, to add items to the order, you can add the part number or partial description just like you can on a customer invoice, or you can choose the fill by list option, and this is a listing of all of the items from your product list. You can make the additions here. And when you choose to add a quantity and then click OK, it's going to transfer to the main portion of the order. Also, the next option is by choosing the ideal order. If you set your ideal levels, you can choose from the drop down list, and I'm going to go ahead and choose section 1, and what it's doing is scanning through my product list to see what my ideal levels are and putting everything on order that is below my ideal level. Now, if you don't have an ideal level set for an item but it does show a negative on hand amount, Boulevard is going to place this item on order because Boulevard's assuming that you've either borrowed this product from another source or it is on back order so that the customer is waiting to receive it. So things to note when you are using the ideal order method. Additionally, I can choose, if my country allows it, the functionality, I can choose to export or import the product order. So once I have the items on the order and I'm ready to save it, I would go ahead and click Save. And back in the inventory orders screen, all open orders can quickly be identified by the flag indicator next to the order. And if I want to only view my open orders, I can go over to my status drop down in the filter sidebar and choose only open orders. So I can see that I have the one order that I just saved and created and saved, as well as a replacement order that's out there. Now, after I have gone to the corp website and placed the order with the company, I'm ready to then go back into Boulevard and place it in Boulevard, or mark it as a placed order. Before I actually place it though, I want to ensure that the totals balance with the amount that was actually charged for the order itself. So what I'd want to do is click the edit button on the order and go through my section totals, order discount, and order totals to ensure that they match. For example, if I had created a part number for Biz Builder Bucks, I actually don't want to do that. You'd want to go ahead and remove it if that was something that you added as a product, because it's not actually a product that you are receiving from the company. Boulevard knows by the size of your product order, and of course this is referring to US product orders, that Boulevard knows based on the amount of the order how many Biz Builder Bucks you have earned. So these are earned Biz Builder Bucks. Now if you redeemed any Biz Builder Bucks, that's where you would enter that in the Biz Builder Bucks field over on the right hand side here. Other things to note is if your order totals don't balance, please visit our support center. There is an article about balancing your order totals that have some common reasons why they might be off. For example, if the price has changed but that hasn't been reflected in your program, maybe your product list hasn't been updated, or if you live in a state where you have items that should be marked as non-taxable but maybe they are not. Also, if you have items that have a fixed wholesale amount, those are some of the reasons why your order may be off. So visit our support center to get information on solving why the totals may be off. Once they are accurate, you'd go ahead and click the Save button, and with the order selected, you'd go ahead and click the Placed button. Now by doing this, this is going to add all of the quantities of those items to an on order status in your program, and you won't be able to make any more adjustments to individual items of the order. So you want to make sure that you don't actually place the order in Boulevard until it is a set order that has been placed with the company. So I'm going to go ahead and click yes. And you'll notice by doing that the Placed button is no longer available, but now I have a Receive button that's available. So once I've actually physically received the product in the mail and I'm ready to actually put it into my inventory, I would go ahead and again ensure that the correct order is selected, and I'm going to go ahead and click Receive, choose Receive All, and then OK. And you'll notice that the order then disappears if I have the status set to open, because it's no longer an open order any longer. I can choose to view it if I either select all or closed, and then you'll actually see it right there. And now those items have been entered into my inventory and are ready to be invoiced to customers.